Charleston County is hoping a new incentive program will encourage businesses to bring more high-paying jobs here to the Lowcountry. The county's new job development incentive offers eligible companies $1,000 for every qualifying job they create. Live 5's Elijah Brown explains who qualifies and what leaders hope the program will accomplish.
Yeah, and Charleston County leaders say this isn't just about attracting new businesses, it's also about keeping local talent from leaving after graduation. The new incentive is designed to encourage companies to create high-paying jobs while helping strengthen the county's workforce. The job development incentive is open to new, relocating, and expanding businesses in target industries like aerospace, life sciences, logistics, and technology. Companies that create at least 5 new jobs paying at or above Charleston County's per capita income, currently more than $90,000 a year, can receive $1,000 for each qualifying position after verifying the hires.
And a lot of those students, when they graduate, they don't have jobs here for them, right? And so we're hoping to create those jobs or help the companies create those jobs here so they don't have to move once they graduate.
And county leaders say the application is now available on the Charleston County Economic Development website, and businesses will start receiving the incentive after documenting that they've hired qualified employees. Reporting right here in Charleston County, Elijah Brown, Live 5 News.